fucking the healing modalities that afford comfort and easement from the pain and grief of being human in this dualistic paradigm are undoubtedly precious. At this time in our history, as we approach a never-before-known portal of opportunity, the challenge is to take this healing human knowledge and forge from it an expanded schematic, one that can address the core wounds that have rendered humanity a slave race, an immortal race, locked in a mortal paradigm, and addressing the fulcrum digressions that have led to an incalculable catalog of human suffering. In the face of worldwide poverty, genocide, exploitation, and government-sanctioned use of torture, it has become blatantly obvious that there is a global malignancy that defies explanation in human terms. The loss of ecosymbiosis that will inevitably and eventually lead to terminal decline of the planet and this reality cannot simply be attributed to errant government regimes, environmental hardships, economic limitations, or the need for better education and smarter technologies. Nor can the wars and the worldwide suffering of humanity be explained or excused by the arcane religious indoctrinations that have entrained humanity into believing that its afflictions are the result of some cryptic collective offense committed in a time far outside of human memory, an ancestral offense against God, one that requires lifetimes of atonement and the possibility of eternal damnation. Individual development is reliant upon the whole, just as collective development is reliant upon the individual. Such is the holonomy of the paradigm. Hear my words. There can be no peace in this paradigm. Peace cannot be defined simply by the cessation of war. The solutions are never found at the same level that created the problem. However many corrupt, you cannot simply patch up a paradigm. However many corrupt government regimes are overthrown, however many warlords, dictators, tyrants put to trial, many more will replace them. For their existence is not simply the result of a confluence of degenerative circumstances and environments that can one day be eradicated by peace talks and the gathering of the United Nations. These demonic, brutal behavior patterns are programs that self-generate and perpetuate from out of the matrix of manifestation itself. This version of the reality is an anomalous anthropic paradigm generated by the brainwave frequency feedback of a genetically altered race residing in an isolated temporal zone that has been specially modified to enslave consciousness and created for the sole purpose of depriving the individual of its soul, spiritual, and sentient sovereignty. The new paradigm, the new model of existence, will not come from stricter policing, better technology, or a more properly organized global community. It will arise from a community that needs no governing at all, from a people whose conscious, energetic, and unmediated connection to the benevolence of the reality that they create echoes and translates through the prism of their daily existence as a natural propensity towards unity and cooperation, inspired to give and receive love in all that they do. The original human template, prior to genetic modification, functioned in perfect harmony with all other forms of life, and in pure symbiotic resonance with the evolutionary light codes of its resonant solar system, responding in full conscious communion to even the softest whispers carried on the cosmic and solar winds, in a language that is held within every photonic nuance inside of a ray of light. that human race did not need to be organized. The new model of existence will not be born in the mind as a theory. It will be understood in the mind, felt in the heart, made tangible in the body, and birthed into space and time through frequency, through sound. Language is the alchemical cryptography of organized sound. It is not only important the sounds that a human being is exposed to, but the sounds that a human being makes. Sound structures form, and form is the shape of consciousness.